Happy day after Memorial Day. What's going on? Put the top down. Stopped raining on the way back from St. Paul. So I figured, let's put it down. What the hell? I mean, it's sprinkling, but it's bright. Welcome to 2005 PT Cruiser. Almost 79,000 miles on it. It is the, I should know the date. I write it down. 27th day of May 2025. Probably be out probably every other day of videos. So probably be out on the 29th. How in the hell are you? Feeling wonderful and delicious. I see the leader of the brown shirts. He put out a community post. I guess he got out of allegedly out of the hospital and for his blindness. You know, so whatever. The leader of the brown shirts is out. The hater. Rode hard, put away wet. BlindViews. That's the way I hear it because you're blind, right? So let's talk about the YouTube police of content. I talked about in the audio version that came out today. You know, barium exposure. One of his lieutenants is still on a bender. How you doing? But he did a video and I listed part of it, and there's some new couple that some RVer that came back, and he was all bummed out that when they were talking about something that they didn't give him details. Look at Carpetbagger, Jenny Penny drama. He has to give the accident details, doesn't go back for her, and she does a video to counter it. When he had a problem with medicines, guess who came to his rescue? She did. Car accident, she came to him. Too much information. The Wonder Hussies learned that where she lives. The town's getting sick and tired of her doing her meet and greets because they just ruined the town. Too much information. All right? And that's going on with Carpetbagger. Go listen to Jenny Penny about the accident. She got hit pillar to post, post to pillar. Okay? And people like if it's Tepa J and the engagement, and if it's the Adam the Woo and his behavior and whatever it is. I don't really share much personal stuff. I try not to. And he was all pissed that they didn't give him enough information on why they were gone. Well, it's none of your goddamn business. So if they do share information with him, you know, it's just like when Sue Ellen says something to me, I've learned to just say yes. If I don't say anything, she gets pissed I didn't hear her. So I just kind of go like, yeah, okay. What did I say? Well, I don't know. I'm damned if you do, damned if you don't with her. Because a lot of times I don't hear it because I'm concentrating, I'm watching hockey, whatever it may be. So there was something else that they saw some firewood, right? And at a campsite, I've been up to Wolf River in Anago, up by Anago, Langley, Wisconsin. It's a really cool Wolf River. And there was firewood one day, and there was a bunch of it. And we used some of it because I brought pallets on a little. I bought a little trailer with me. We took some back with us because guess what? We were going to Apple River 3 weeks later. So they should have never said that because guess what? He got mad because they took it. Well, I found $400 in my mom's Bible. I guess I could send a $100 bill each, my brother, my sister, but finders keepers. It was, whatever. Like, those $400 in this Bible was sitting in my garage since 2012. But he's the content police. Just, I know Tater today is going on some 5-state thing with, I don't know who he's going with. I didn't even bother. I just saw it come through. So he'll update us. By the time this is out, he'll already discuss Tater goes on a road trip, right? And he's another one that pisses and moans about the quality has gone down on Tater. He's just like Carpetbagger. He's mainly a point and shoot and edit. Doesn't do much. What's her name? What's his name? Daily Woo. His same kind of thing. That's his business. Passing through production, gets all pissed. I don't know why you're here for information. You want to see something visual. I'm driving in my car, right? And I think Santa Claus, who should be getting his package, should have had it by now if this comes out, right? Probably today or tomorrow, okay? My brother-in-law, he was blind, had his own rock band, drummer, sired 2 children. He's got 4 grandchildren. They've retired. He made money on taking care of all the criminals at all the prisons, right? I worked for the prison at Atlanta Lakes for 11 months, made great money until my wife said, you got to get a job. I'm giving you 2 years and the job I have now. You know, it's great. And I talked to him in passing. I said, I've always wanted to drive around Lake Superior. And he called me up, and they have a camper, a small one. He goes, hey, can I use your F-250 for this summer? I go, what for? I want to drive around. Well, she's going to drive around. I want to do that little drive talk. But I said, I tell you what, it does need some tires. And he goes, I'll pay for the tires. I said, I'll take care of the transmission and engine work. If there's anything, bring it down. They have change oil, flush and fill the transmission, and whatever, we'll take care of it. It's going to cost me like $900 to get it up for stuff, because it's up in the cabin for plowing. He's going to drive around Lake Superior, and he's blind. He's going to drive all the way around it. It's the coolest drive in the world. Tater can't do it because he's a convicted felon, okay? You can't go to old Canada drinking and driving, right? I guess, you know, like Santa Claus said, and I kind of lost my train of thought there, he's pissed he can't do that. You can go be a RVer if you want, nomad if you want. There's like a lady that he's obsessed with in a wheelchair. She runs around. You're the only thing that prevents your handicap is you don't want to do it. I've known Zane B since he was 14. Both him and Jamie C. both confined to wheelchairs. They're now 27. Both went to college, and I think Zane B occasionally see him on Facebook. I think he's writing for someone in LA. I don't know what Jamie C. I've not spoke to him since. Both nice young men. Both CP. We'll be confined to wheelchairs, but I've never ever once heard them bitch. I've never heard my brother-in-law bitch one time. Okay, just, I don't know. I knew a guy I worked with at Perkins was deaf. Taught me some sign language. Never heard him bitch. Never complained. He had extra large lungs he could drink. But he's just this content police. So if you tell him too much, then he's going to rip on you. You don't tell him much, he's pissed. You can't have both ways. It's just like, you don't like 2 men having sex. I understand that. To me, it's $40. You can't watch 2 women. 1 wiener in the room for this cowboy. It's not a very Christian thing to be doing. And would you shower in the shower of Penn State? I would not shower in the shower of Penn State. A crime was committed there. Just like with the Boy Scouts up north. They were selling it because all the pedophiles they got to pay for. The guy goes, I'd love to have the land. Hey, my nephew just bought 10 acres of out in Montana in Three Fork. I was talking to his mother, wished her 71st birthday yesterday. And it's going to be pretty cool. I told him, need any help, let me know. I'll fly out there and help you. Lay down the foundation. Happy for him. He's 51 years old. I paid for his education to be an electrician, and he makes damn good money. And his other brother, my other brother paid for his education. He's a damn good welder. Puts together fire trucks. But it's just, he's never, ever, ever happy. He's the kind of guy, as my dad said, born on third base, married an infomaniac, and hung with a brand new rope, and never, ever happy. Just not. He's an unhappy white folk, a far righty who would never speak about the hunch in his horrific speech from the men and women of the Armed Forces Memorial Day and about all the other behavior going on. Would never speak about that. And the big, beautiful bill going to take away his free health care. Then what's he going to bitch about? But just because someone doesn't share enough information with him. YouTubers got to realize less is more. You know, but here's what I'm doing. Like I told you, the Huss, the city's getting pissed because she's sharing information of where she lives, and people are coming and not supposed to camp. And then she whines about it on social media. Well, that's the way it is. People, you're a former nude model, and they want to come look at your 5'3" body, no boobs. I guess. You know, whatever. What's her name has learned their lesson too. Her friend, Wandering Gypsy, nice young lady, has learned not to share information because she was being stalked by some guy my age. But I don't care. I mean, I'm not going to use it. But it's just the couple was mad because they didn't tell him what they agreed on. It's like, what's it to you? It's what they're going to do. And while you were gone, he was confused. And again, we don't watch Timmy, but guess what? He knows everything about him. And Hall passes off to Santa Claus. And my department, good morning. Well, I want to get morning on my podcast. Morning. She's playing along with getting married to Timmy. I said I'm gonna looking for some wedding places down at Treasure Island down there. I've been down at Treasure. That's a nice little beach. She gets it. It's a joke. We're BlindViews. Rode hard, put away. The angry white man. I don't watch. I don't want to give me that high-pitched voice. I wonder if his balls will ever drop. The wannabe biker, but you're not the YouTube police of content. But some people, if they give information out, oh my God, why'd you do that? So it's just he's never happy. Those 4 $100 bills are old hundos. I brought them into the bank and changed them out. He goes, they take those old ones and they tear them up. Anytime I get an old 20 once in a while at work, as soon as that goes to the bank, they get rid of the old 5s, the old 20s. They get rid of them. He goes, oh, these are old. I go, yeah. He goes, he just gave me 4 new ones. So he goes, I'm glad you brought them in because then they get rid of them. They're way back from probably 2008 or something. So they were crisp. She probably was playing some pull tabs once in a while down at the bowling alley there over in St. Louis Park, which is right down there. So put them in the Bible. So anyway, but it's bitch please mean bitch please. You're not the content police, man. But he's never held right here in the bus here, little bus. But he'll talk about Tater and his behavior, and he'll bitch where he goes, what he did, and his content's down. It's like whatever the guy gives you, you know, it is what it is, man. It's just the water's never cold enough, the beer's never this or that or whatever else. It's never happy. But freedom of exposure. Quit deleting. Eye for eye. Keep up a good word. Thanks for the view and the listen, because that's the way I hear it, right? Bitch please. I mean bitch please.